Yeah. You already know what it is, man. We got the infamous Melanin Monroe in the building.
Wow, shit.
Stop by Central Station Studios, man, for the Artist Shine series, man. Showing some love and drop some jewels, drop some game, give us some insight on who she is, what she represents, and then what she doing, man. So thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
For sure. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it, man. So a lot of people probably want to know what's up with the name Melanin Monroe. I can guess what it means, but I'd rather hear it from you.
Yeah, so when people say Melanin Monroe, I want them to take notice that the melanin came first.
Okay.
The same as with me, right? The Monroe name obviously came from the iconic Marilyn Monroe. And I just took that name and I wanted to do even more justice by it, by bringing it back and then doing some of the things that she did for African American culture, which was helping and aiding and supporting music, among other things. And she also had an upbringing and a life like mine. She had a rough upbringing and she experienced poverty. She was also in the system and the foster care system, and then someone told her also when she was becoming a famous actress that she also wasn't the prettiest. And so I feel like I've gone through a bit of that and I could relate to her. So whereas I saw her relatable, I had the blonde hair, she had the blonde hair, I wanted to carry that name and I wanted to do right by that name. But the melanin always comes first.
Real shit.
Okay. How do you? What are some of the? How challenging is it to be a female in the music industry for you?
Oh my gosh, it's like on in general, not even female, but male and female. It's a tough industry to break into.
Already is.
Yeah, it's just it comes with some of its gender challenges, but those are no more and no less than you would see in like corporate America or on another job. There is such a thing as sexual harassment for a reason. Maybe that's not what we call it in the industry, but it's happening in other industries. I just don't think that it's brought to light in the same mannerism as in other industries. But it's hard. Music is hard to have a real breakthrough, to create that platinum hit. Like, it's difficult, right? And so all you can do is stay driven and focused up and prayed up.
That's real. So is that your goal to create a platinum hit, or are you just trying to get your rocks off as far as your artistry, or is there a goal in mind? Like, do you want to blow up, or are you just doing it because you love it, or is it a combination of both?
So I am doing it because I love it and I do want to blow up. This is my passion. I feel like I'm in my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it all for this moment. I need to get on a large enough platform to tell a large enough audience all over the world that no matter where you are, no matter what you're going through, you can make it just like I have. And I have to be telling the truth so that resonates with the right people.
Are you an independent artist?
I am.
Okay. So that already has its challenges because you're really independent. You're doing it on your own.
Yeah.
You're pretty much the brain of your operation.
I am.
So with that, do you feel that there is a slight to where we're from, Phoenix, Arizona? Do you feel like there is a slight to where we come from when we mention where we're from?
And by slight, you mean, is it a negative?
In a negative
is it a barrier?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Because the fact of the matter is we live in a digital age. And the internet brings you things from all over the globe. So I started Melanin Monroe on $67 in my living room. And I have now touched United Kingdom, Canada, and most of the territories in the United States sitting right here in Arizona. No. It has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not I'm going to be successful. The thing that will break your brand the most is thinking that you need to be successful in your home state and not all over the globe. My brand is being pushed all over the globe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are a barrier to yourself if you believe that you have to be famous in your city first. No, it doesn't matter where it's at.
That's a real ass answer.
That's a great answer. I love it. Yeah, I think you covered that.
Are you a Phoenix native, or where you from? Like, what are some of your influences?
Yeah, thank you for asking me. So I was born right here in Phoenix, Arizona, West Valley, Maryville. Yeah, and I've lived here most of my life. I love Arizona. I don't let anybody tell you nothing bad about Arizona. Arizona is where it's at, and Arizona is where everybody comes. Yeah, Arizona made me. My influences, crazy enough, as a child, I didn't even watch cartoons. Like, I couldn't tell you what Bambi is about. But I did grow up watching What's Love Got to Do With It.
Okay.
And I love that. It was like, I come home from school and I watch What's Love Got to Do With It. And we were dead broke. So the age was DVDs and I was still watching like a VHS. You know what I mean? Like, but that was my shit.
So you can relate to that.
Yeah, because she grew up like a little girl in the church, wanted to sing, they kicked her out, and then, you know, she gets older and she conquers all of these bad things and she becomes the great Tina Turner.
Classic movie, by the way.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. You know what I mean? Whitney Houston. You know, I Have Nothing. Like, I grew up with that. Janet Jackson. I just wanted to be like her. Like, everything from Control to Poetic Justice. I just wanted to be like Janet Jackson. Yeah, like her style and everything, her flair, her smile, everything Janet Jackson. I think I recall like growing up and being like, what if I'm Janet Jackson's daughter, like, you know, in my dreams. But yeah, I've loved it. I've loved this since I can remember loving anything. And so those are who my influences are.
Dope. So as far as production, I know you work with a few different producers. I'm gonna go ahead and go with beats or lyrics.
Beats or lyrics? What do you mean as far as mixing down?
No, as far as what's more important to you artistically, what you're saying or the music, the production behind it.
Damn, that's a good one. Because you know what? Sometimes the beat is so hot that it doesn't matter what you say. Mm-hmm. But sometimes the lyrics are so impactful that it makes the beat what it needs to be. Mm-hmm. Like a beat, not having the right beat can absolutely break whatever you're saying. But if what you're saying wasn't even good enough for a hot beat, people will know that. Your audience will know that. But you can make a beat with your lyrics for sure. They need each other.
So it's the perfect combination.
I had the same answer as you.
Yeah, they need each other.
But I said lyrics are more important to me.
I don't know.
I'm biased because I'm a writer.
And I said beats. Production is more important. But, you know, that's why I just like asking that question just to get different views on it. You know what I'm saying?
If I have to have a final answer, and I'll tell you what it's based on. So if I have to have a final answer, I think the biggest song I have right now has the least amount of views on it. And the only reason I think it has the least amount of views on it is because it hasn't had its moment. The right person hasn't listened to it. The right group of people haven't pushed this song. It just hasn't had its moment. And I made the song acapella. So there was absolutely no beat to go with that song. But I said enough in that song to have its own beat.
Okay.
And I could drop that same song to a million different beats, and it would be the same song.
Same energy.
Yeah, it's the same vibe.
That's dope. That's dope. So the first time I heard of you, I got introduced to you by Rich Grant. Shout out to the bro.
Shout out to Rich Grant.
Y'all did that song with Trina. Went to Miami, shot a video on it. You on the hook. It was a. I'm pretty sure it was a dope experience.
It was.
How did that come into play, and how has that helped you, if it has?
So I was found on the internet. Like, I just started. I'll make 2 years doing this on August 22nd.
Okay.
So I just started on the internet, and people were watching me set up my studio and become an engineer and build myself. And a promotion company found me, and he said, hey, I want to do some things with you. We're going to get together with the record label, and we're going to begin meetings. And that's what we did. We had our first board meeting, and then we came to Central Station Studios, and we began to do little exercises. Rich would drop a beat, we'd go and write to it, and we did that for a few months until one day Rich drops the beat with the Trina sample, and they're like, write a song that, you know, that Trina would get on. And I came up with the Rich Bitch hook, and I felt like I delivered, and Trina definitely did too. In a very, very short time frame, she sent us back a 16, and we got to hear my beat with Trina's verse on it.
That's what's up, man.
Or my hook with Trina's verse on it.
Yeah, that's dope. It was a dope video too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a dope video. So, how do you feel about the scene out here? Do you think it's a good vibes, bad vibes? Do you think it's growing? Like, what's your take on that?
So, is it growing? Absolutely. Is there good vibes and bad vibes? Yeah, because that's just, I mean, I think I heard somewhere that being a rapper is the #1 most dangerous job in the United States. Like, real rap. So it's good and bad, you know what I mean? Depending on the genre of music. I think as far as independent underground artists, it's kind of a crabs in a bucket type of environment.
Okay.
And it shouldn't be like that. Like, there are billions of people in the world. When people listen to Wayne, they still listen to Drake. When people listen to Nicki, they can still listen to Cardi. And that's the same as it is for indie and underground artists, or at least it should be. And there's not that thought. There's no one is really looking at it from that perspective. Not enough people are anyway.
Right. So would you consider yourself a rapper or a singer, or a rapper turned singer, or I don't know, like what do you, because the people be like, yo, does she sing, does she rap, does she do both? What do you feel your strengths are? Is it both of them?
Yeah, I'm an artist, right? I'm an artist. And I happen to rap and sing. That is my talent. And my genre of music is trap soul, because I feel like soul came from trap, soul came from hardship, soul came from the struggle, soul came from all of those hard ass places. And so I'm a trap soul artist.
What are some of your favorite artists that do both, that rap and sing?
K-Camp, Kevin Gates.
I say you harmonize as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
as far as like, I'm thinking like far as like the Missies,
that rap and sing?
the Lauryn Hills, or, you know, somewhere along that line. Because you do.
Lauryn Hill, definitely. But I thought we were speaking current day more or less. Honestly, I think I would just lean into Lauryn Hill.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
that do both rapping and singing.
Yeah.
We got the super producer Rich in the building. He want to ask a couple questions. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You have an unlimited budget.
Okay.
Any 3 producers, not including anybody you already work with.
Okay.
And any 3 artists on the album. Who are your 3 producers, and who are the 3 featured artists?
He produced Summer Walker's premiere album. Who did that?
Oh, that's
Go to the next one album.
Okay. So that's who I would go with.
the dude she broke up with.
Yes. That's who I would go with as the one. The artist, I'd have to get Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and then I would get K-Camp. I'd get K-Camp because he's going to keep my sound whole, and I'd get Nicki and Cardi B because I can afford them, and they're going to run those numbers regardless, just on name alone. And then I would let Oh Boy produce with me and K-Camp song, and I would let everybody in-house their pick. Whoever engineers Nicki or whoever produces for Nicki would produce our song, and whoever produces for Cardi B would produce our song, so that they go London on the track. I would let him produce all of them, or I would tell them creative control is with Nicki's team when it's me and Nicki's song, and it's with Cardi B's team when it's me and Cardi B's song. And that's how I would divide and conquer.
Okay. And my last question.
Yes.
My last question. So we are in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
2 Arizona artists.
You can cut this, right? No, I'm joking.
2 Arizona artists.
Okay.
That you would put on that same album.
Do they have to be independent, or can they be?
Whatever.
Oh, period. Eric Bellinger and Kiana Lede.
They from Arizona?
Yeah.
I didn't know Eric
Bellinger from Arizona.
Eric Bellinger lives in Arizona and has for a very long time.
But from here.
I don't know.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you
Okay.
if they're both not. I don't know.
Lives here?
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers live here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I honestly could not tell you if either one of them are from here, but this is what I can tell you about Arizona. There are more transplants in Arizona than there are actual people that are born and raised in Arizona. So when I give respect, when I give respect to Arizona, like natives or Phoenicians, it's like you've been here most of your life. Like we bred you anyway. If you came here in high school or shortly thereafter, this is your home. Like, and that's how I see, like, okay, Arizona resident is Arizona resident. We done sucked your ass in here by now. So Eric Bellinger and Kiana Lede.
Kiana Lede is a good one. I don't know why she's not talked about.
Listen, because she's a good one.
Local scene.
Because she's a good one.
Is there anybody locally that's on your radar, like that's not in a Kiana Lede or Eric Bellinger?
No. If I'm being honest, no.
Okay.
I don't really so I don't pay a lot of attention, but I do pay attention. Since I've been doing music, like again, it's only been 2 years, and in 2 years there hasn't been an artist that's been attractive enough for me to say, ooh, I absolutely must work with you. I mean, like, is your brand whole? Are you networking? What are your numbers doing organically? Like, you would have attracted me by now, and no.
I feel you. So yeah, man, I know that you came with some shit prepared to drop for us in the booth. I'm looking forward to that, man. One last question, man. Where can the people reach you if they want to book you, if they want to holler at you, or even if they want to work with you? I know you said ain't nobody checking. You ain't checking for nobody, but it's people that might be checking for you. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So where can they holler at you at, man, and just holler at you if they trying to work?
Yeah, y'all take a look at me, Melanin Monroe 1.0 on Instagram, the Melanin Monroe on Facebook, Melanin Monroe everywhere the fuck else, and check out my website at melaninmonroe.fyi, and know that I just want to be your favorite blonde.
Alright, man, we're gonna hop in the booth and shit. Well, we'll be right back.
Blonde shit. Laying down to sleep, I pray for better days. I pray for my daughters and that I change my ways. Pray for my niggas whose time done stood still, and I pray for my niggas that's doing time still. I pray for my son, I hope he never have to kill. So I pray for humanity and goodwill. I pray for my sanity and all there is to come. I pray for emotion so I never go numb. It's a struggle in these streets, nigga. Struggle just to eat, so I stay on my knees till they burn and bleed every day. In this day and age, screaming, our Father who art in heaven, please show me some love and please send me a blessing. So I pray. Somebody say, save me.